two, one.
Hello, Hawks, and welcome back to the 2020-2021 school year. This is your amazing Heritage Intermediate PE staff, and we are just excited to introduce ourselves to you guys and just talk to you a little bit about what this school year is going to look like. Okay, so it's going to look a little bit different, but we'll all get through this together. I'd like to start things off by introducing Mr. Cobian.
How are we doing, Heritage Hawks? My name is Mr. Cobian. I'm a third-year PE teacher here at Heritage. Been with the district for 16 years. I'm glad to be a Hawk now. Here's Ms. Giacomazzi.
Hi, this is Ms. Giacomazzi. Welcome back and welcome incoming sixth graders. This is my 15th year teaching PE here, and I'm really excited to go on this adventure with you through virtual distant learning. And here is Mr. Gonzalez.
Hello there, Hawks. Welcome back. This is Mr. Gonzalez. This will be my 18th year here at Heritage Intermediate School. Looking forward to getting the chance to meet all you guys. Up next, we have Ms. Kirkland.
Hi, I'm so excited to see all of you again, even if it's just on Zoom. I've been teaching in Etiwanda School District for 29 years, and this will be my 25th year teaching PE. I look forward to this fun, active year of physical education. I'd like to introduce Mr. Wilson.
Hello again, Hawks. Mr. Wilson, been teaching here at Heritage Intermediate for 17 years, and this is my 5th year doing PE here. Looking forward to an enjoyable year, whatever that means for us, being here with the Zooms or getting to be here on campus in a hybrid learning model, or maybe, fingers crossed, come back to school full time. We'll see what happens. We'd like to just kind of talk to you about what the school year is going to look like. So we're going to get things kicked off with that, with Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up on what it will look like this year. It's going to be a little different than the way we ended the school year last year. You know, we finished off with some distance learning. This year is going to look a little different. 7th and 8th graders, don't expect it to be the same that you guys finished the year with. And 6th graders, we just wanted to welcome you guys aboard. And this will be your first introduction to middle school PE. And unfortunately, it will be starting in the virtual model, but hopefully we can, you know, get back on campus if you chose that route as soon as we can. So you guys will be placed into a PE teacher's class. Just like last year, you'll have your own PE teacher. And that'll be based off of the homeroom class that you are currently in. You will have a specific time block 2 days a week that you are to report to PE. You will have a Google Classroom, which Mr. Cobian will talk about in a few minutes, that will be assigned according to your PE teacher. And that'll give you information on you know, the Zoom class that you'll be joining for that day, which Mr. Wilson will touch on later. Grading for PE. You guys will get grades. I know there was a little confusion at the end of last year, but the PE sessions will be graded this year. You guys will be responsible for attendance of the Zoom meetings, participation within the Zoom meetings, the effort that you guys give during those meetings, and you'll also have a fitness log similar to what we did last year that you guys will be responsible for recording, you know, that PE period's fitness activity on, which we'll go over in more detail later on. I think that's about it. Grades will be updated every Monday, so you guys will be required to fill in that PE log at the end of the week on Friday, and we'll update those grades for you on Monday so you can see what points you've earned from the previous week. I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Mr. Cobian to discuss a little bit about Google Classroom and the HIS website.
Hey, Hawks. So there's going to be 2 ways to get some information. Some generic information for our HISPE is going to be through the Heritage website itself. But since you have 5 different teachers, everyone's going to have a different Google Classroom, and that's when you get most of your information. So for example, you log on to your Google Classroom to access your fitness logs, also your Zoom links to find out when your Zoom meetings will be and how to link up with them. And then finally, activities will also be shared through Google Classroom. And since we have different teachers, we might be doing different activities. So that's the best way to come in contact with them, Google Classroom. Next would be Mr. Wilson again.
Okay, so as Mr. Gonzalez stated a little bit earlier on, things are going to look quite a bit different than they did at the end of last year. You will be assigned a specific PE period to a specific PE teacher as well during your time. So built into your school day will be your PE period. 8th graders, you will be in the mornings, 7th graders in the middle of the day, and 6th graders towards the end of the day. You will be given a Zoom link to meet with your particular PE teacher during that time frame. It's built into the schedule, so you won't have any conflicts with your homeroom or your switch classes or any of that stuff. So you will be having 2 periods of PE each week. And of course, we would always encourage you to be active more than just those 2 periods, but it'll be directed instruction for you to be active during those times that you are in your Zoom meetings with us. So you'll be logging in. For example, we have some 8th graders logging into some Zoom meetings at 8:10. So they would be expected to be in that Zoom meeting at 8:10. We'll be taking roll within the first 5 minutes of that Zoom meeting. We'll run a roll report through our Zoom apps, and we will again run another report towards the end of our live session to ensure that students stayed in attendance and remained active through the time that they were in that Zoom. During the first 15 to 20 minutes of your period with PE, you will be doing that check-in, that roll will be taken, and you'll be doing some warm-up activities live with your PE teacher. You'll be on Zoom and going through the activities, and we'll have the grids up and be able to encourage you and work with you as we go along through that first 15 to 20 minutes. After that time's up, there will be a pre-recorded video that you will either watch together or be directed to go and follow a link to view that video. This could be any number of different things. It could be a 5-minute quick video that just introduces the day's activity, and then you're encouraged to go and do that activity after that video is watched. It could be a 20-minute video that is meant to be sort of an interactive type of video where you would follow along with that video and you would watch what is happening and you would participate in that same activity working alongside of the person running the video. It's expected that you would participate in approximately 40 to 45 minutes of active sessions during our PE times. So you're spending 45 minutes of your 50-minute PE period being active and working and doing different activities to get exercise. You would then utilize the last 5 minutes of your time with your PE teacher to jump on through their Google Classroom and complete your fitness log for that day. Now, last year, 7th and 8th graders, some of you, we experienced that you were just copying and pasting your stuff from the previous day to the following day. That will not work this year, as each day's activity will be assigned a specific type of activity. It will not be necessarily a menu of options that you get to go and choose which activity you would like to do. You will be assigned a particular activity, and we as a class will be working on that activity. So it would stand to reason that your fitness log will reflect that you participated in that activity. And you'll go on there, a couple of sentences reflecting on the day's activity, stating what you did, where you did it, how you did it, those kinds of things. And just so that we can keep you accountable. As was stated before, you will receive a grade for PE that will be updated every Monday, so that you would see your grades for the beginning or from the week prior to that. And you are responsible for making sure that you log into those Zooms, you get your roll, get the attendance taken, that you are participating in the warm-ups live, that you are then also fulfilling the requirements of whatever activity we're doing for that day, and that you are also logging that. Okay, so those are the things that you would be graded upon. Also be sure that once you complete your fitness log, you want to go on and you want to turn that in through your Google Classroom. If you don't turn it in, we don't necessarily recognize that it's done, and so you would not necessarily receive credit for that. So please ensure that you turn it in through your Google Classroom. All of that adds up to your 50-minute PE time slot for your 2 days a week that you'd be doing PE. Again, you are always highly encouraged to participate in activities on any other given day. So we're super excited about being with you this year. We know it looks a little bit different. We ask that you bear with us as we try to reinvent what PE would look like. We can't wait for the day when you'll be back here on campus with us again, going through activities and participating in the fun moments that we have planned out for you guys that we get to do year to year. And so we just remind you to stay active, follow along with your teacher's Zooms, stay in those Google Classrooms, and looking at the Heritage PE site where you're going to get updated information. Don't just sign on your Tuesday and Thursday or your Wednesday and Friday. Sign on a couple of times, check it out, make sure that you're not missing some information that is being given out to you. Looking forward to this school year, guys, and really hoping that you work hard as we are distance learning during this time. For now, take care.
Bye.